Welcome to another episode of What We Wish Our Parents Knew. We have another question this week. Let's hear it.
I wish they knew about my true emotional life and the phases I've been through lately, sexually, and the confusion on LGBTQ.
Confusion on LGBTQ. Okay, so I'm not sure whether I should even take this episode or whether I should just refer you parents to my book. Because in that book, I cover everything about sex and the conversations that parents should have, Naija parents in particular, because I understand the peculiarity of the society we live in. But because I'm a nice person and because my name is Charity, I will share a few tips with you, but get the book. It's titled The Naija Parents Guide to Having the Talk, Sex and More. If you want more information on where to get it, you can send us a message or follow us on our Instagram handle, which is rave_etal, and you will get a lot of information about the things we do and the book. So, this child says, I wish my parents knew more about my emotional life and the confusion, the phases I've been through sexually, and the confusion I have about LGBTQ. The honest truth is that LGBTQ can be a bit confusing. Today you're a man, tomorrow you're a woman, next tomorrow you are still questioning, or you're queer, or you're not even sure. Today you see somebody who is a man, next tomorrow she's him, she, him. You're not even sure. There's a lot of confusion, and they keep stretching it with different ideologies. If a child is confused and cannot ask a parent about it, guess who they're going to ask? Either the internet, which will sell them what they want them to hear, or their classmate or friend who is equally as confused as they are. Which is why, as a parent, you need to know about these things. Going to the internet and reading about LGBTQ, it will not make you unholy. It will only make you informed. Then when you are informed and you understand it, you can then understand what your position is. Yes, your position is probably, I do not subscribe to it. Like me, I do not align to the alternative lifestyle. But it doesn't mean I hate the people who align to it. I just know that we have different values. And so when I'm having the conversation with my children or with anybody, that is the perspective I come from. Am I homophobic? Not at all. I do not hate people who have chosen that as their lifestyle, but it doesn't align with my values. And I will keep reinforcing my values to those that I am close to and to those that I believe I have some influence over, which is what your position should be. So what is LGBTQ? Just in case, there are some of you who don't even know what it is. It is lesbian, B is bisexual, G is gay, T is transgender, Q is queer or questioning. What it means is they're not sure what they want to be, whether they want to be he or she, or whether they want to be gay or straight. Now, children can question because these days they're being told that follow however you feel is a reflection of your reality. No. The fact that I feel like drinking Coke does not mean I must drink it. The fact that I feel like doing different things does not mean I must do all those things. And that's what we need to let them know. We're living in a society where abnormal is fast becoming normal. And I say that without any fear of contradiction. If we look at the human body physiologically, we know that it was not designed for a man to have sexual relations with another man. Neither was it designed for a woman to have sexual relations with another woman. So even if that happens, there is some anomaly somewhere. And we need to let our children know that these are anomalies. But like I say, if in the event that your child is even displaying such tendencies, number one thing you owe that child as a parent is to love that child unconditionally while you deal with the issue at hand. Information will help you and put you in a better position to deal with it. Then the child talked about phases, or the teenager talked about phases. It is common, especially at that adolescent phase, to go through different phases. We need to know what to do with our bodies when we have certain urges. And somehow, I don't know why when we're having conversations like this, we tend to think more about the female than the male. Boys too have urges. What do they do with it? The fact that you have an erection does not mean you should go and rape the next person you see. What do you do? Neither does it mean you should turn to pornography or indulge in masturbation. But if you do not have the conversations with them, they won't know what to do. Their friends will tell them, this is what I do when I feel like something. And they too, buy into that. So, you know what? I think I've tried. Go and buy the book. It's called A Naija Parent's Guide to Having the Talk. It talks about how you can have conversations with your children about sex and sex-related matters from as young as age 2. Yep, you heard me right, age 2. There are age-appropriate conversations that you can talk about, and it touches on different things. It talks about sexual abuse. What happens when a member of the family is abusing another? It talks about these alternative lifestyles. It talks about dating. It talks about crushes. I will tell you something. For this What We Wish Our Parents Knew survey that we conduct, over 60% of the responses that we get have to do with either dating or crushes or sex or sexually active or pregnant. And it's because we're not talking about it enough. But guess what? Every other person is talking about it. The television, you want to watch a music video. The people are half clad and they're twerking and they're shaking everything that can be shaken. They want to sell a bottle of soft drink and you find out that the people are in bikini. You think your children are blind. Their eyes are open and they are seeing. And because they are normal human beings, their bodies are functioning. What do they do with those feelings? What do they do with those urges? There are different people, even if they don't have the urges, other people who do and are propositioning them. How do they handle it? When somebody comes online and says, send me a nude picture, what do they do? Do they know how to do it? They want to talk to you because they trust you. They know that one person they can count on who has their best interest at heart is their parent. But if the parent refuses to talk to them, then what do they do? Until we come your way next week with another episode, keep reinforcing values as you parent in this digital age.